Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A handoff to Spiller to begin the drive. A beautiful spin and room to run. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's
Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Devin Lloyd from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Herbert. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They snap it to Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down. Just 1 catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Right back to Spiller on 2nd down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Herbert now. Steps away to his left. He's got it. It's Spiller. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. From the gun, a run by Spiller. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And oh, he coughed it up. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. They'll run here with Spiller. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Here's Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Striker, 3-3. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards to go on second down from the 7. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
52 blaster. Blaster, 6.
Shoot! He's coming. Double up.
They'll run with Etienne. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Taylor. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
95. 10 cycles. Ultra. Go ultra.
Here's Taylor again. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Jaguars are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Rosas good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert rolling to his right. He finds his man complete. That's Oliver. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. Straight ahead, it's Spiller. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Right back to Spiller on 2nd down. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Again, they run it with Spiller. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers have moved out in front. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 14-7. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking left side, and it's complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Ready, 10 black, 22 middle.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now back to throw.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Here we go. Yellow, 43. Claws red.
It's going to be a long day. 46 to Mike. 46 to Mike. Hey, watch the slant.
Ready.
They'll try and throw for it here. Dancing to his left. He finds his man complete. It's Holloway. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Here we go. 45. White. Hey, go Fury.
We ain't beginning to turn you up.
They'll look to throw again.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
So Charles, you look at this offense, they're the #1 seed, a Super Bowl favorite, but it's hard to avoid the topic that this is a rookie quarterback under center making his first ever postseason appearance. Any concern level there?
Well, I would think that we'd all have some concern because, you know, a rookie quarterback, that's just not normal, right? But I think I'd be a lot more concerned if they were the 6 or 7 seed and had to go on the road and play in a hostile environment. What if it was cold outside? But here you've got a guy who's been solid all year, led them to all those wins, #1 seed. I think they have unquestioned belief in him. They also feel like they have a responsibility to help carry him along as well. My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half #1.
Ready, 50, green. You, yellow.
46 to Mike. 46.
Set.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
The drive starts with a give to Spiller. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Ready? Jack right. Jack right. Hey, check Mega.
He's crossing. He's checking Craig. Say. Check 30.
Ready, go.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And he's got some space here. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
68 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
We won. Come to my work. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Steal. Check steal.
Check 13.
Set.
They give it off here to the tight end. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
32. 97.
They're going to look to nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turn the ball over. Terrible.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Herbert off the bootleg, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Matt Ioannidis busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here.
Under pressure, and they got to it again. Daniil Hunter, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. A front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That's pulled in at the 32. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling, into a sea of defenders have intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. On second down, Spiller looking for space. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. But, Charles, I know you appreciate seeing this great defense, especially with the heightened intensity of the postseason. These two defenses, they have risen to the occasion to force back-to-back interceptions.
You know me well, Brandon. I always stand with my fellow defenders. And I love watching them make plays, and you nailed it. It's playoff time. This is touchdown. Jonathan Taylor. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jags have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Rosas to add the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game. Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
He'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. They run behind center with Spiller. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 69 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Right back to Spiller on second down. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They keep it on the ground with Spiller. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. That's taken in by the tight end, McKinney. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Isaiah Spiller. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Check 43.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Ready.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
46, boys, 46.
Back to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. On the move past the 40. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Check Fury.
Switch, switch, switch. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Switch, switch, switch. Check, check.
Ready.
On the counter, it's Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check 4, check 4.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Check 9, check 9. Under 52. Switch, switch, switch.
10.
Check. Check.
6. Mega. Ready. Go.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
But he picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On the ready. Go steal.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Back to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Holloway. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll roll him out right. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Ultra. Go ultra. Ready, go.
To the right side, this is Taylor. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
They'll let Taylor try and run.
And no, it's incomplete. So they can't convert for 2, but they still have the lead as we get toward the end of the 4th.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And he tries to get as much as he can here while protecting the football as he dives to the ground. The Charger drive about to get going.
The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
One last throw here for Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Jaguars are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. The Jaguars season will continue at least one more week as we say so long, everybody.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.